Well, it might be a pretty damp and unpromising morning here at Sutton, the stable that has completely revolutionised the way jumps horses are trained in Britain and Ireland. But nonetheless, it is a great pleasure to be here. And Willie Mullins' relentless quest for success is not just confined to these shores, nor those of the UK, but globally, because the Melbourne Cup is a race he's been wanting to win since he first visited the track back in 1993 when Vintage Crop won the race. Last year, Willie took Voban and Absurde. Neither troubled the judge, but both horses come back to Flemington this time around. And I asked him why he was back again with the same pair.
We got our tactics wrong totally. I think Absurde looked great on the day, ran a terrific race. Voban wasn't himself at all. I could see I wasn't happy with him. So I think we've approached the whole thing differently this year. We need luck and running, but I think both of them had the ability. I was amazed with Absurde. I didn't think he would stay the trip, and his temperament has changed. He was quirky. I mean, you saw him last year at the start. He went past the start and he wouldn't come back. And do you remember Frankie had to get off him in
before
York?
The E-ball, yeah, to walk him all the way down.
I said, this horse must have some chance when Frankie walked him for 3 furlongs. I'd never seen him do anything like that before, I think. So, and he gave him such a terrific ride. And I think we're just going to do things a little differently, and hopefully one of them might get through.
Do you think Absurde is one of those horses that you don't really know how good he is? Because he's been keeping it all in here.
All in there. He thinks so much. But he's brave when he does do it. I mean, the day he won the Ebor, I mean, I saw him hit the front wall with a furlong down or something, and I thought, he'll never last. They were coming at him from all angles. He just kept sticking his nose out. And then in Chester the last day, when there was a little gap, he just put his head through it, bang. He's got that tactical speed. I think if he can conserve his energy in Melbourne, he'll have that tactical speed over the last furlong.
So you'd be happy if they went a good swinging gallop and he could just creep.
I think that might suit him better. It's about knowing the pace of the race down there. I mean, the first 6 that jumped off last year and went what I thought was a good, honest pace, finished in the last 5. Absurde was the only one. He finished 7th, I think, but he was the only one of the first 6 that actually was still. He was in front 2 down, I think, last year. And
he ran well.
Yeah, he ran some race. So if we can just get the tactics right, Karen McAvoy rides him. He's won 2 Melbourne Cups, so he'll know the pace, the way the jockeys ride around there. And William Buick, of course, he'll be coming back from the Breeders' Cup, rides Voban, world-class jockey. So I don't think I'm going to worry on that front.
Before the Melbourne Cup last year was the first time I'd seen Voban look a bit edgy before a race, just as they went through the flowers there. At the
Interesting, because I thought the opposite with him. He was too chilled out before the race.
Before the race, but when Ryan got on him and went down to...
He does get a little upset, he does. And I don't worry if he does. It's a thing that he does.
So he's actually better if he's a bit animated?
Well, he's normal anyhow if he is, yeah. Though before the race last year, he was in the saddling stalls. He just wasn't himself. And he might have perked up going around the parade ring, but I was just disappointed from the start last year. So
you intimated that you thought you might have left the race in the gallop last year, in the pre-race gallop. Is that are you getting more and more sure of that?
David thought he did a lovely bit of work, and a good few of the pressmen on the day commented, reading their reports, did he do too much? And subsequently, I think maybe we did, so. And you can get carried away sometimes when you go away to a racetrack. They went into Flemington that Tuesday morning for the breakfast for the stars or whatever it is, and he just might have ended up doing too much on the morning. That happens.
Had a look under the bonnet.
Yeah.
So everything will be done a bit differently this time?
Yeah, we have a plan in motion. David's very happy with how they are at the moment, and we'll probably skip that gallop, do our own gallop somewhere. So anyhow, we're trying it differently this year anyhow.
It's as if we've been gone forever, but soon it'll feel like we've never been away. It's showtime.